Myths, rumors, they do exist. They will always exist, and it is up to us to investigate and either prove or disprove them. Luckily for me, you guys had tons of suggestions, and you made this video very easy to make. Thanks for your awesome questions. Without further ado, welcome to Stardew Valley MythBusters. Passing out in the mines is bad because you will lose valuable items. This is something that I've seen very often in many comments, and it is finally time to bust this myth. In Stardew Valley, there is a punishing mechanic where if you're defeated in battle, you will lose some gold and lose some items. And to be honest, this mechanic is extremely punishing because you can lose some valuable items like your infinity gauntlet and even your one ring to rule them all. Dying is incredibly punishing for a reason. It is to teach you to always prepare properly when you go diving into the depths of the mines. However, passing out because you stayed up too late is barely punishing at all. If you are like me and often just refuse to sleep and find yourself passing out at 2 a.m., you will simply wake up the next morning with your bill in the mail. Someone found you, usually Harvey, and helped you to your bed, and you will still wake up at 6 a.m. like normal, and the only penalty is a small fine. What makes this even better is that the fine for passing out is capped at 1,000 gold, which is a lot in the early game, but once you've reached the mid-game, that is basically nothing. So we all agree that if you pass out, you won't lose items. Well, that is also true if you pass out in the mines. I have tested this multiple times, and so I can confirm with zero doubt that you will not lose a single item if you stay up past 2 a.m. So if you have tons of things to do, don't feel forced to sleep at 12 a.m. Consider this myth busted. Truffle oil sells for less than iridium quality truffles. Yes, truffle oil sells for less than iridium quality truffles. That is true, but it also isn't true. This is only the case if you do not have the artisan profession. Without the artisan profession, truffle oil will only sell for 1,065 gold, where iridium truffles will sell for 1,250 gold. With the artisan profession, truffle oil will sell for 1,400 gold, making it sell for 240 gold more. Yeah, this isn't much more, and it is probably much more efficient to just sell iridium quality truffles because there's no processing time. I think we can call this myth plausible. Abigail is the wizard's daughter. I'm sure you've heard of this theory, or maybe you got a few hints from your own playthrough, but many people believe that the wizard is actually Abigail's father, and it makes sense why people would think this. There are many hints and dialogues from Abigail, Caroline, Pierre, and even the wizard himself. Pierre asks the player if Abigail looks anything like him. He then says he wonders if he is her father and asks you to not tell Caroline. Caroline says this to you, that when they first moved to the valley, she used to take walks to the wizard's tower, which seems innocent and fine, but then she asks you to not tell Pierre because you would get jealous, which makes this a little bit too suspicious. The wizard says something incredibly suspicious and is almost a giveaway. He says that he has reasons to believe that one of the villagers is actually his daughter, and naturally he asks you to not tell anyone. I know that the wizard is a smart guy, so if he has a suspicion about something, he's probably correct. Something else to take note about the wizard is that he doesn't seem like the type of person who would dye his hair, so we can just assume that he naturally has purple hair. While it is true that Abigail has dyed her hair purple, she has also stated that she can't even remember when she last dyed her hair. It just always stays purple now, meaning that it now grows in purple, which is interesting to say the least. Unfortunately, it has never been confirmed or denied by Concerned Ape if this rumor is true, and we can only speculate. Thus, this myth is unconfirmed. There are many misconceptions about luck and what it actually affects, so let me help you clear it up quickly. Luck will affect the chances of finding a ladder with each rock you destroy in the mines and in the skull cavern. The chances of finding a ladder is dependent on how many rocks there are on the floor, but luck does increase the likelihood as well. That is why going to the mines on a good luck day will definitely result in you getting deeper faster. If you desperately want a auto petter but went with the community center routes, you will have to try your luck in the Skull Cavern by finding treasure floors. Luckily for us, luck greatly affects the likelihood that a floor will be a treasure floor. With the best possible luck day and all of the additional luck you can get with food and rings, you can have a 10% chance of finding a treasure floor every single time you find a ladder, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Unfortunately, luck will only influence the likelihood of finding a treasure room and has no impact on the contents of the treasure. Finding a treasure chest when fishing is definitely influenced by luck. On the best possible luck day, there is a bonus 5% chance with each cost. And on the worst possible luck day, there's a minus 5% chance to find a treasure chest. So if you're hunting for treasure, luck can have a big impact. Luck will also determine how many items you can get from successfully catching treasure while fishing. But luck has no effect on the actual contents of the treasure chest. Having good luck will increase your odds at the casino. So if you're feeling lucky, head over to the casino and play some slots. You should win more than you lose. To artificially increase your luck, you might want a couple lucky rings. Luckily for us, you can just head over to the dig site on the best possible luck day with some luck buffs, and you can have up to an 11% chance of finding a lucky ring with each panning attempt. It works incredibly well. I managed to get 2 lucky rings on the same day. The more luck you have, the more lucky rings you can get. Your daily luck will influence how often lightning will strike during a storm. This can be both good and bad. If you have enough lightning rods, you can farm up quite a few batteries. If you don't have any lightning rods, lightning can strike random spots on your farm, causing some minor damage. Either way, luck affects the amount of lightning strikes that occur during a storm. And lastly, luck affects the likelihood of harvesting extra crops. This works for potatoes, coffee, blueberries, cranberries, and strawberries. This one is not that important because a few extra crops really won't make much of a difference, unless this worked on ancient fruit or something. Alrighty, now onto what luck does not affect. And some of these are pretty astonishing. Luck has absolutely no impact on the contents of geodes. If you are looking for a prismatic shard, stacking up a bunch of luck will not influence the contents in any way. Actually, every geode that you crack open is predetermined based on your game's seed. You can use the Stardew Valley predictor to see what each geode will contain all the way up to your 1000th geode. Most enemies that you defeat have a tiny percent to drop a prismatic shard. Royal serpents, for example, have a 0.1% chance of dropping a prismatic shard. And that percentage is a static percentage, and it will not change. If you have the worst possible luck or you have the best possible luck, the percentage will remain unchanged. This is true for all monster loot. The only way to better your odds is by using a burglar ring. Every night when you go to sleep, there's a small chance that some random event will occur, like the crop fairy coming over and giving your crops a very nice boost, or the witch coming over and leaving a void egg. All of these events are not influenced by your luck in any way and are all predetermined, just like geodes. If you are looking for a specific event, just check out the Stardew Valley predictor and you will know exactly when that event can occur. This is also true for events that are considered extremely rare, like the stone owl and the strange capsule. If you are struggling in the journey of the Prairie King, I am sorry to say that luck will not influence your power-ups and coins as they are completely random. However, I will wish you good luck anyway. These arcade games are pretty tough. Luck has no effect on the quality of your crops or the quality of fish. It doesn't affect the difficulty of the fish you catch and won't impact the chances of producing higher quality animal products like milk and eggs. Now that we know what luck can and can't affect, we can be less afraid of doing certain tasks when we have bad luck, which is a win in my opinion. Now for some rapid fire quick questions that you guys have asked. Does the quality of an item affect the amount of friendship points you will get? Yes, if you give a liked or loved gifts, the quality will increase the amount of friendship gained. Iridium quality gifts are 50% more effective. Does selling crops directly to peer instead of using the shipping bin make you more money? No, they are sold at the exact same rate. Selling directly to peer will just get you the money immediately. are trains on a schedule. Yes, you can view the schedule for your playthrough on the Stardew Valley predictor. Will there be more forageables after a rainy day? No, forageables are randomly spawned every in-game day. However, forageables will reset every Sunday, so you can wait until Saturday and get a whole week's worth of forageables. Does the chicken statue decoration actually scare the chickens into producing better eggs while in the coop? Guys, this isn't even a myth. You know it's true. I know it's true. It just has to be true. And with that, it brings us to the end of Stardew Valley MythBusters. There are so many other myths that need busting, but they will have to wait for another video.